This video is brought to you by Pathfinder Education Services. In this video, we are going to solve a question which was asked on one of our groups. And some of you had requested me to post a solution to this question. And here is the solution. A good way to solve this question is to draw a tree diagram. And it becomes very simple to imagine and to visualize this particular data. Let us start. A village has a male to female ratio of 2:3. So we will start by assuming the number of males and number of females as 200 and 300. Obviously, the total population must be 500. Of the 30% of the men and 20% of the entire population are graduates. So we branch off these men into graduates and non-graduates, and we do the same for females and the total population also. So females are also branched off into graduates and non-graduates. The total population also is branched off into graduates and non-graduates. So 20%, 30% of the men and 20% of the population are graduates. So if 20% of the men are graduates, obviously 60 men are graduates. And how many are non-graduates? By the same logic, we will have 200 minus 60, that is 140 are not graduates. Of the entire population, 20% of the entire population are graduates. So 20% of 500, 100 are graduates while 400 are not graduates. So if 100 of the total population are graduates, male graduates are 60, therefore female graduates must be 40. And by the same way, by the same logic, the female non-graduates and the male non-graduates must add up to 400. So this number must be 260. So 140 male non-graduates plus 260 female non-graduates must add up to 400. The next information that is given to you is, of the graduate men, 75% are married. So now we branch them further into married and unmarried. And we do the same for all our categories: married and unmarried, married and unmarried, married and unmarried. Similarly, we can do the same for married and unmarried for the entire population also. So we have 75% of all graduate men who are married. So 75% of graduate men, that is 40, are married, which means 20 must be unmarried. And 50% of all men are married. So if 50% of all men are married, that means 100 men must be married. So how many non-graduate men must be married? If graduate married men are 40 and total married men are 100, undergraduate married men must be 60, and obviously undergraduate unmarried men must be the difference of 140 and 60, that is 80. The next sentence says 50% of the entire population is married. So 250 from the entire population are married, out of which 100 are men, as we earlier calculated. So how many females must be married? 250 minus 100, that is 150. So we have 150 females who are married. Now these married females could be graduate married females or undergraduate married females. So we have graduate married women plus undergraduate married women, their total as 150. And further it is given in the question that graduate married women and undergraduate married women, the ratio is 1:4. Because this ratio is 1:4, undergraduate married women must be 4/5 of 150, and which is equal to 120. So we know that undergraduate married women are 120. But we are asked how many female undergraduates who are unmarried. So from the non-graduate females, married we have already calculated as 120. So how many would be unmarried? 260 minus 120, 140 should be unmarried. And we want the percentage of non-graduate women who are unmarried. So we want 140, and we want this as a percentage of total population. What is the total population? 500 multiplied by 100. And your answer would be 28%. Now this question could have very well been what percent of female undergraduates, what percent of females are undergraduate and unmarried? In which case your answer would have been 140 divided by 300, because there we are asked to calculate the percentage of females. But in this particular question we are asked to calculate the percentage of non-graduate women who are unmarried of the total population. And because it is of the total population, we took 500 in the denominator. Your answer clearly is 28%. I hope that helps and that settles your doubt. Thank you.